children. This is a lesson about a brave woman whose name is Sarla Ben. Her real name was Catherine Mary Haleman. She lived in England. She was fascinated by Mahatma Gandhi. She joined in the freedom struggle. Gandhi warned her that most of the people of India lived in villages and were poor. He asked her whether she could live with them and work with them. She said she could, and she made her home in the villages in the Kumaon Hills and worked among the people there. She started a school for girls where they learned to care for the earth. They learned about the environment, the Kumaon Hills in the Himalayas, the rivers and the forests which were their home. They learned how the forest looked after them. Sarla Ben never lost touch with Gandhiji and the freedom movement. In August 1942, Gandhiji started the Quit India movement and decided to launch a non-violent call to force the British to leave India.
Gandhi called upon them to quit India and prepare to organize Satyagraha. Addressing the historic session of the All India Congress Committee in Bombay on August 7, 1942, Gandhi said, "Our quarrel is not with the British people. We fight their imperialism." And he administered an incantation, "Do or die. We shall either free India or die in the attempt." The Quit India resolution was passed on August 8, 1942. In the early hours of the very next morning, Gandhi and all the top Congress leaders were roused from their beds and carried to places of internment.
The angry British rulers put thousands in jail. Sarla Ben led the freedom fighters in the Kumaon district. The hills came alive with the cry of Quit India. She went from valley to valley helping the women whose men had been jailed. This did not please the British and very soon Sarla Ben too was put behind bars. In 1947, India became free and the freedom fighters came out of the jail. There was much joy when India became independent. "Now our problems are over," sang everyone. But they were wrong. The struggle was not over. There were other battles to fight. Sarla Ben saw selfish people in their greed for money come to the Himalayan forest for their rich timber. They cut down the trees and carried them away in their trucks. They did not care that when they destroyed the forest, they were destroying the homes of the people. They only thought about the money they would make. Sarla Ben saw all this with horror. All her life she had fought for justice and truth. Once more she put herself into the struggle. A new kind of struggle this time. A struggle for the earth, its soil, its forests, its rivers and lakes against the greed and stupidity of humans. She wrote many books, articles and letters on the subject and roused the people against the danger of hurting the environment. With her followers, she went from village to village working to prevent the traders from cutting down the old and beautiful trees. The struggle to save the forest must go on was her last word.